Have you ever wondered if a single small action each day could completely transform how you feel in your body and mind? As you cross the threshold of 60, challenges like memory lapses, the risk of heart disease, or the looming fear of cancer might make you feel like your health is slipping out of reach. But what if I told you that with just a few simple habits, you could awaken your body's natural healing power, reclaim your mental clarity, boost your energy, and even live with joy every single day? These aren't empty promises. They're backed by science and brought to life through real stories from people just like you. In this video, we'll uncover 5 easy-to-follow habits that require no expensive equipment or specialized knowledge, but can slash your risk of chronic diseases by up to 90%, from memory decline to heart issues and cancer. These aren't complex or costly solutions. They're small, consistent steps that can change your life. You need to watch until the end to discover all these habits, as they could be the key to living healthier, more confidently, and savoring every moment in your golden years. Before we dive in, I'd love for you to hit the like button to support me in sharing more valuable insights. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our content. And if you find this video helpful, drop a number 1 in the comments at the end. If you think I could improve, leave a number 0 so I can make things even better. Now let's get started with the first habit, a simple step that's far more powerful than you might think. Habit number 1, drink water first thing in the morning. Picture a habit so simple that anyone can do it, yet most people overlook it. Drinking a glass of water as soon as you wake up. It might sound ordinary, but did you know this one action could be the key to jumpstarting your body, sharpening your memory, and even reducing your risk of disease? After a long night of 6 to 8 hours without water, your body slips into a state of mild dehydration. This doesn't just leave you feeling sluggish. It thickens your blood, slows circulation, and forces vital organs like your brain, heart, and kidneys to work harder. For those over 60, your body is more sensitive to this lack of hydration. Mild dehydration can trigger brain fog, making it harder to recall names, find your keys, or feel sharp at the start of the day. Over time, chronic low-level dehydration fuels inflammation, a major driver of heart disease, arthritis, and even certain cancers. A 2019 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that dehydration in older adults reduces focus and short-term memory, directly impacting quality of life. Another study from Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention in 2020 showed that staying well hydrated helps lower the risk of bladder and colon cancer by aiding the body in flushing out harmful waste. So why is morning hydration so critical? First, it improves blood flow, easing the strain on your heart and blood vessels. Thicker blood forces your heart to pump harder, raising the risk of high blood pressure and heart disease, common concerns as we age. Drinking water right after waking thins the blood, helping your heart work more efficiently and delivering oxygen to every cell. Second, water is fuel for your brain. With about 75% of the brain made up of water, it needs proper hydration to stay sharp. Even 1 to 2% dehydration can slow your ability to process information. Finally, water supports your liver and kidneys, the body's primary detox organs, helping prevent kidney stones, urinary tract infections, and reducing overall strain on your system. How do you make this habit stick? Start your day with 16 to 32 ounces, about 0.5 to 1 liter, of clean, room temperature water before your coffee or breakfast. Room temperature water is gentler on your stomach, especially at this age when digestion can be more sensitive. You can add a slice of fresh lemon for a boost of vitamin C or a pinch of high-quality sea salt to replenish electrolytes, especially if you're active or live in a warm climate. But don't worry, plain water works just fine. The key is consistency. Place a water bottle by your bedside or in the kitchen as a reminder each morning. If plain water feels bland, try adding a few cucumber slices, mint leaves, or a small splash of apple cider vinegar if your stomach can handle it. Let me share Anna's story, a 77-year-old retired teacher. Anna struggled with morning fatigue and constantly misplaced her glasses or phone. Her doctor suggested a simple habit, drinking a large glass of water first thing in the morning, before her usual coffee. At first, Anna thought it was too basic to make a difference. But after a month of sticking with it, She noticed she felt more alert, had fewer senior moments when trying to recall friends' names, and her blood pressure stabilized. I thought I was just getting old, Anna shared, but it turns out my body just needed a little water to kickstart the day. This habit doesn't just boost memory and energy, it also helps your body feel lighter, eases joint stiffness, and strengthens your immune system. A well-hydrated body is a resilient one, ready to tackle the challenges of aging. Try it today. Just one glass of water could be the first step to transforming your health. Habit number 2, walk briskly every day. Can you imagine that just stepping out your door for a 15-minute walk each day could help you ward off up to 90% of chronic diseases? No gym membership, no marathons required, just a comfortable pair of shoes and a bit of determination. Brisk walking isn't just exercise, it's a way to awaken your entire system, from your heart and lungs to your brain, bringing back a vitality you may have thought was long gone. After 60, a sedentary lifestyle can slow circulation, making it harder for blood to reach vital organs, leading to fatigue, stiff joints, and a higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. According to the American Diabetes Association, regular walking can cut the risk of type 2 diabetes by 30% in those at high risk, an impressive result for such a simple habit. Moreover, a 2018 study in the journal Neurology found that older adults who walk briskly regularly show an increase in the volume of the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory and learning. This means you could recall friends' names more easily, find your keys faster, and keep your mind sharp for years to come. But the benefits don't stop there. Brisk walking is a secret weapon in cancer prevention. Research from the National Cancer Institute shows that consistent physical activity, like walking, lowers the risk of breast, colon, and endometrial cancers by regulating hormones like insulin and estrogen while reducing systemic inflammation, the environment where cancer cells thrive. Walking also boosts immunity, lifts your mood through the release of endorphins, and gives you a sense of accomplishment, helping you feel in control of your body. How do you get started? Commit to 15 to 30 minutes of brisk walking daily at a pace of about 3 to 4 miles per hour, fast enough to make your breathing slightly heavy but still allow you to hold a conversation. If possible, walk outdoors to soak up sunlight, a natural source of vitamin D that strengthens bones and boosts mood. Swing your arms naturally to engage your upper body. If weather or safety is a concern, a treadmill or indoor hallway works just as well. Invest in a supportive pair of shoes to protect your joints, and make it fun by walking with a friend, listening to a podcast, or enjoying your favorite music. If you're new to exercise, start with 10 minutes a day and gradually build up as you feel stronger. David Story, a 71-year-old retired engineer, brings this habit to life. David battled high cholesterol and lingering fatigue that forced him to give up his beloved chess games with friends because he couldn't focus. On his doctor's advice, he started walking 10 minutes around his neighborhood park. He slowly worked up to 25 minutes, and after 4 months, not only did his cholesterol drop, but he slept better, felt energized, and returned to his chess matches with newfound confidence. I never thought just walking could make me feel young again, David shared. Brisk walking isn't just exercise. It's a path to reclaiming your independence and joy in life. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym, just a pair of shoes and a commitment to yourself. Start today and you'll be amazed at how your body and mind transform day by day. Habit number 3, deep breathing and mindful stillness. Have you ever thought that just 5 minutes of proper breathing each day could soothe your mind, enhance your memory, and help your body recover more powerfully? In our busy lives, we often forget the power of breath, an instinctive action that can transform how your body and mind function, especially after you turn 60. Stress, anxiety, and the subtle pressures of aging can increase inflammation, weaken cardiovascular health, and make memory fragile. But deep breathing combined with mindful stillness could be the key to reversing these issues, bringing back the peace and vitality you may not have felt in a long time. Deep breathing, also known as diaphragmatic breathing, involves inhaling so your belly expands rather than just shallow chest breathing. This action activates the parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and repair mode, helping your body escape chronic stress. Prolonged stress elevates cortisol, a hormone that causes inflammation, damages blood vessels, raises blood pressure, and contributes to conditions like heart disease, arthritis, and even dementia. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Immunology showed that deep breathing significantly lowers cortisol levels while boosting immune function, helping the body fight infections more effectively. Another study from the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine in 2017 found that people who practiced deep breathing regularly saw a notable drop in blood pressure after just a few weeks, a crucial benefit for those concerned about heart health. But the most remarkable aspect of deep breathing is its impact on the brain. After 60, memory and focus can decline due to oxygen shortages or neural stress. A 2020 study in Nature discovered that controlled breathing enhances brain plasticity, the ability to form new neural connections, improving memory, boosting concentration, and reducing the risk of dementia. Deep breathing delivers abundant oxygen to the brain, calms nerve cells, and creates an ideal environment for brain growth. Additionally, when paired with mindful stillness, simply sitting quietly and observing thoughts without judgment, this habit becomes a mental shower, washing away built-up stress and helping you feel lighter and more in control of your emotions. Deep breathing also benefits the body. Each deep inhale moves the diaphragm, gently massaging internal organs like the liver, kidneys, and intestines, improving digestion and supporting detoxification. This is especially vital in older age, when digestion can slow, leading to bloating, constipation, or a heavy feeling. Moreover, this habit stimulates the vagus nerve, which connects the brain to the heart, lungs, and digestive system, helping regulate heart rate, improve sleep, and reduce anxiety. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Physiology demonstrated that deep breathing improves heart rate variability, HRV, a key indicator of cardiovascular health and stress resilience, which helps lower the risk of stroke, a major concern at this stage of life. How do you get started? Find a quiet spot, your favorite chair, a park bench, or even your bed before sleep. Sit comfortably, close your eyes if it feels right, and practice this rhythm. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, letting your belly expand. Hold for 4 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 to 8 seconds. Repeat for 5 to 10 minutes, focusing on the sensation of your breath. If your mind wanders, which is completely normal, gently bring it back. You can use apps like Calm or Headspace for guidance, but a simple timer is all you need. If 10 minutes feels too long, start with 3 minutes and build up gradually. Elizabeth Story, an 80-year-old retired nurse, is an inspiring example. Elizabeth often felt her mind shrouded in brain fog, frequently forgetting appointments and struggling to sleep due to health worries. A close friend suggested she try 5 minutes of deep breathing each morning, combined with sitting quietly to settle her emotions. At first, Elizabeth doubted if it would really work, but after 2 weeks, she started sleeping better, felt calmer, and noticed she could recall small details like her shopping list without writing them down. After 3 months, her doctor noted a significant drop in her blood pressure, and Elizabeth even rejoined the painting classes she once loved. "I never imagined a few minutes of breathing could make me feel like myself again," she shared. This habit doesn't require you to achieve perfect meditation. It just asks you to take a moment to connect with your body and mind, sending the message that you're still in control and your body can still heal. Try it today, and you'll be surprised to see clarity and peace return gradually. Habit number 4, cold water exposure. Are you brave enough to try 15 seconds of cold water each day to awaken your body, slow aging, and feel full of energy? At first glance, cold water exposure might evoke images of people jumping into icy lakes or taking ice baths. But in reality, this habit is much simpler and delivers astonishing benefits, especially for those over 60. Just a few seconds of a cool shower or splashing cold water on your face can trigger a cascade of physiological responses that improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and elevate mood, the key factors for healthier living. When your skin meets cold water, your body activates a mild stress response called hormesis, a process where small stressors encourage adaptation and greater strength. Cold water causes blood vessels to constrict and then dilate, boosting blood flow and delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissues more efficiently. This is particularly important in later years, when slower circulation can lead to stiff joints, fatigue, or heightened risk of heart disease. A 2016 study in Medical Hypotheses found that cold showers activate the sympathetic nervous system and increase endorphin production, creating a natural antidepressant effect that leaves you refreshed and alert. Furthermore, cold water exposure activates brown fat, a special type of fat in the body that burns energy to generate heat, aiding blood sugar control and weight management. A 2014 study in diabetes showed that regular cold exposure activates brown fat, improving metabolism and reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes, a common issue at this age. Additionally, cold water enhances the lymphatic system, helping flush out toxins and boost immunity. Another 2014 study in the Journal of Physiology revealed that people who regularly expose themselves to cold experience fewer infections, thanks to a stimulated immune response. So why is this habit so vital? First, it improves vascular health. Better circulation means your heart doesn't have to work as hard, lowering the risk of high blood pressure and arterial plaque buildup. Second, it supports mood and mental well-being. Cold water stimulates norepinephrine production, a neurotransmitter that heightens alertness and combats lethargy, a frequent challenge for older adults. Finally, by reducing systemic inflammation, cold water creates an environment less conducive to chronic diseases, including cancer, since chronic inflammation is a major risk factor. To implement it, you don't need to plunge into an ice tub. Start simply. End your shower with 15 to 30 seconds of cool water, focusing on your arms, legs, or back. If a cold shower feels too intense, try splashing cold water on your face, neck, or soaking your hands for about 30 seconds each morning. Gradually increase the duration as you get used to it. For comfort, breathe slowly during exposure to ease the shock. If you live in a cold climate, make sure to warm up afterward. The key is daily consistency so your body adapts and reaps the long-term benefits. Margaret's story, a 74-year-old homemaker, illustrates the power of this habit. Margaret dealt with chronic joint pain and morning sluggishness that made her reluctant to join social activities. Her grandchild suggested she try splashing cold water on her face and hands daily. Though it felt uncomfortable at first, Margaret persisted. After 2 weeks, she noticed her joints felt less stiff, her mood brighter, and her energy levels noticeably higher. "It's like I'm being awakened from the inside out," she shared. After a month, Margaret started taking short walks with friends, something she previously thought was impossible. Cold water exposure isn't about enduring punishment. It's a way to reignite your body's natural vitality. It requires no expensive gear or special skills, just a willingness to make a small change. Start small, and you'll be amazed at how much more flexible and energized your body becomes. Habit number 5, a consistent sleep-wake schedule. Do you think poor sleep is something you just have to accept as you age? Not quite. A fixed sleep-wake schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, could be the secret to sleeping better, staying more alert, and lowering your risk of chronic diseases. Your body's circadian rhythm, or internal clock, governs everything from hormones and tissue repair to immune function. But after 60, this rhythm can easily get disrupted by irregular sleep, late night screen time, or random naps, leading to fatigue, poor memory, and heightened risks of heart disease, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's. The circadian rhythm acts like a conductor, orchestrating melatonin to make you sleepy, cortisol to keep you alert, and repair processes during deep sleep. When this rhythm is disrupted, your body falls into imbalance. You might feel tired during the day, but restless at night. A 2021 study in Sleep Medicine Reviews showed that irregular sleep increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, cognitive decline, and Alzheimer's, as sleep is when the brain clears out harmful proteins linked to dementia. On the flip side, a consistent sleep schedule helps your body anticipate and prepare, optimizing every function. The benefits of this habit are truly remarkable. First, it stabilizes hormones, allowing deeper sleep and more refreshing wake-ups. A 2019 study in Nature Communications indicated that irregular sleep can be as harmful as insufficient sleep, raising risks of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. A fixed schedule helps mitigate these dangers. Second, it supports memory. During deep sleep, the brain's lymphatic system, like a janitor, removes waste, keeping you sharp and improving recall. Finally, it reduces systemic inflammation, a risk factor for cancer and heart disease, by maintaining the body's equilibrium. How do you put it into practice? Choose a bedtime that allows 7 to 8 hours of sleep, such as 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. or 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Stick to it religiously, even after a bad night. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or screens at least 1 hour before bed, as blue light from phones can suppress melatonin. Create a wind-down routine. Read a light book, listen to soothing music, or do gentle stretches. These cues signal to your body that it's time to rest. If falling asleep is tough, dim the lights and keep the room cool. Let me share William's story, a 79-year-old former truck driver. William wrestled with choppy sleep and persistent fatigue that left him irritable and missing family gatherings. A friend suggested he try a fixed schedule, bedtime at 10 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. Though it was challenging at first, William stuck with it. After 3 weeks, he began waking without an alarm, felt full of energy, and noticed his joint pain eased significantly. "It's like my body finally knows what to do," he shared. William even picked up gardening again, a hobby he thought he'd given up. A consistent sleep-wake schedule isn't flashy, but it's the foundation for resetting your health every night. It keeps your heart strong, your mind clear, and your body ready for the day. Pick a schedule today, and you'll notice the difference. The 5 habits we've explored, from drinking a glass of water each morning, brisk walking, deep breathing, cold water exposure, to maintaining a fixed sleep schedule, aren't just little tips. They form a framework to reclaim your energy, mental clarity, and joy in your golden years. Each habit is a small step, but when done consistently, they can help you reduce disease risks, from memory loss and heart issues to cancer, and deliver a life brimming with vitality. The best part? You don't need expensive equipment or complex knowledge, just a commitment to yourself and starting with small changes. Try picking one habit today, maybe that morning glass of water or 5 minutes of deep breathing, and feel the shift. You'll be amazed at how your body and mind grow stronger, more flexible, and full of hope. Health isn't something you lose with age. It's something you can rebuild, one day at a time. We'd love your support. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss new content. Drop a comment below to share the lesson or takeaway you got from this video. Which habit excites you to try right away? And if you have any suggestions for how we can improve the next video, let us know in a separate comment. Your feedback helps us deliver better content. Thank you for joining us, and here's to living healthy and fully every day.